Hills Warriors and for the Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College. So the computer fighting us a little bit tonight. As of now, no graphics, so I may have to just give you the score as I would if it was a radio broadcast, but no problem there. We'll make it work. Right now, we're going to step aside. They'll have the anthem and the lineups, and we'll get ready for basketball. You're watching Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. All right, Warrior fans, again, we are having some trouble with our graphics tonight, so we're working on the score bug. Titus is working diligently. We had to move a couple of times once we got over here. It's been an interesting trip, but we appreciate the hard work of Joe O'Brien, the athletic director over here, and the entire crew has been very hospitable. But we had a couple set up, and then we had to move, and so we are dealing with that a little bit. But the main thing is we hope to bring you a great basketball game tonight, and I'll just try to hone some of my old radio skills, try to keep you updated on the time and the score as if it were a radio broadcast. They are introducing the lineups here at the arena. Got a shout-out to our wrestling crew. It's over in Council Bluffs for the Women's Region 11 Championship, and Kevin Cochran, Darren Carson, on the call there. Jimmy Ott producing and directing on that. We got some help from some students over there at Iowa Western on our score bugs. And I'll be heading from the Mississippi to the Missouri tonight with a break in the middle. I'm going to head home after the game there in Centerville, get a little sleep, and then get up and head to Council Bluffs bright and early in the morning to get over to help that crew tomorrow for the North Central District Men's Wrestling Championship, which is a national qualifier. So a lot on the line tomorrow in Council Bluffs for our wrestling squad. Our softball team won all 4 games this weekend over here in Burlington at that indoor event. Our baseball team went 1-1 and then got rained out today. So things are crazy. It's a crazy time of year for sports at the college level because you get that crossover goal with Isaiah Sullivan. We are ready for basketball at the Lauren Walker Arena. The tip goes to the Blackhawks, and this one is underway. Official start time, 7:08. Warriors in man-to-man. That is all we play. In the corner, Martin's going to kick it up top. Lewis, he'll go to Fields in the other corner, and they work it around the perimeter. Martin with the jump stop, puts it up, wouldn't go, and rebound to Intizami. And the Warriors able to stop the Blackhawks on their opening possession. Good crowd here tonight, as you would expect, in Burlington when the Warriors come to town. Abdullah. Now we swing it around. They're in a man-to-man. They will play a little bit of zone now of late with the injuries they're dealing with, but they typically like to play man-to-man as well. Shot clock at 5, no score, early going. Intizami. Yes, sir! A Morgan's corner three-pointer for Jamal Intizami. Just 20% on the year. I believe that's just his 4th made three-pointer, but he can shoot it if you give him an opportunity. And Jamal puts the Warriors on the board with a 3-0 lead. And again, I'll do my best. Remember, I got to give you that score a lot more tonight until we get the graphics up for you. 3-0 Warriors, 18:40 to go, opening half of basketball. Sullivan Double team in the corner. Now they swing it around. Fields at the elbow. Gives it up. That shot is no good. They get the rebound. Sullivan puts it in, and it's 3-2 Warriors. It was Inslee Carroll that couldn't hit on the drive, but Sullivan was Johnny on the spot for the rebound and the putback. 18-14 to go, 3-2 Warriors. Intizami now. Lewis up in his business. Costello gives it up to Walters. 3-2 Indian Hills. Costello. Yes, sir! A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for the young man out of Waukee, Iowa. He's due for a big game. If he gets hot, look out. He can be a real problem for anybody. 6-2 Indian Hills. 17:42 to go, opening half. Pressure defense up top. Costello guarding Inslee Carroll, the left-hander, fires it too strong. Fight for the board, and another offensive rebound for the Blackhawks. Now Fields off the front of the iron, and Intizami says, I'll take that, thank you. Into the hands of our point guard, Walters. Intizami, he thought about it. Now he's going to drive through. Needs a friend. Finds Abdullah. Yeah, it's going to be offensive, yeah. First foul of the ball game is going to go against the Warriors. Abdullah Fall with the offensive foul. 6-2. Indian Hills in the lead. Bob and John and Gail are tuned in from Florida. Let's go Warriors. Heather Holston cheering for the Blackhawks. It's our honor to welcome in the Blackhawk fans as well. Certainly a fun rivalry. Two storied programs in junior college basketball. 6-2 Indian Hills. Sullivan guarded by Will Casey, who's checked into the ball game for the Warriors. I sense we're going to get a big game out of Will Casey tonight. I really do. Three-pointer coming from Sullivan is off the mark and rebounded by Abdullah Fall. Up ahead to Costello. And the Warriors will look to set the half court. Long three-pointer from Walters is off the mark. Long rebound, race for it, and Abdullah Fall with an outstanding play keeps it alive. Costello, yes sir, Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Mason Costello. And it's 9-2 Indian Hills. All three-pointers so far for the Warriors. Intizami with one, Costello with a couple. And he's up in the business of Inslee Carroll right now. Jump by Vlad, picks up his dribble, swings it across to Sullivan. Warriors almost get the steal. Shot clock at 4. Martin's going to have to do something. Shot clock at 2 to the corner. Marquise Lewis beats the shot clock. How often do you see that happen in basketball? That shot right at the shot clock buzzer, and Marquise Lewis rips the net, and it's 9-5 Indian Hills. And that was much needed if you're the Blackhawks. Indian Hills was looking to have a good opening run, but Lewis stymies that just a bit. Now Vlad through traffic up and in. Vlad Simerich with his first 2 points of the ball game, and it is 11-5 Indian Hills with 15:32 to go. Again, I'll be trying to give you more of a radio style broadcast tonight with our graphics computer causing us problems. Sullivan off the rim, no good. Costello with it. 11-5 Indian Hills in the lead. Costello, that one's short. And out of there with it is Inslee Carroll. 11-5 Indian Hills. Brady Martin's a young man from right here in Burlington, Iowa. He shoots 27.9% from long range, but he can get hot. And with them dealing with some injuries, they're going to need a big performance out of guys like him tonight. The Texas Ranger Indian Hills lead at 11-5. Inbounds comes in to Keenan McFarland in the ball game for the Blackhawks. And there's a foul on Perkins trying to get the steal and the run out, guarding Prophet Fields. Also in for them is Jalen Hooks, who has been out of the lineup. They welcome him back. They're trying to get healthy. It can be tough when you deal with injuries. We were able to manage through a stretch there of a couple weeks. One time we only had 7 guys healthy enough to play. Knocking that one down is Inslee Carroll. It's 11-7. Perkins to Manuan. AT behind the back. Kicks it to the corner to Will Casey. And we'll swing it back up top. Perkins. Walters. That's too strong. So Walters stayed on as well. But Walters and Casey stayed in the game on that last line change. Knocked loose, but he got it back as Prophet Fields. 11-7 Indian Hills, 14:08 to go in the opening half. Kelly Kosrich, David Webster tuned in. Landry Trinette, Bonnie Campbell. Welcome in, everybody. Lauren Walker, somebody blew a tire. We have a shoe, and we're going to have a foul called. Kind of a touch foul there, maybe just to stop play. We really don't have an explanation because we have good internet, so sometimes just the way it goes. Technology is wonderful when it works. But we should be smooth, I believe, on the app and consequently then on the website. McFarland, Warriors wanted the travel, didn't get it. Shot clock at 10. Shot is up off the rim, tipped out. Another offensive board, but they throw it away. 11-7 Indian Hills with 13:42 to go in your opening half of basketball. They do not have live stats, and they're not putting the points up on the big board either. So I'm going to do my best to keep track of some stats for you, but that's going to be a challenge with what we're working with tonight. So Amonte Allen Johnson on the floor for Indian Hills now as Walters gets a break. Abdoulaye Fall in the ball game. Casey with the crossover to the hoop. Backhanded layup is good. Will Casey's on the board with a couple of points. They should bring us some stats at the half. 13-7 Warriors in the lead. Prophet Fields into the lane. Kicks it out. Inslee Carroll will let it fly from three, and he got it. 13-10 now. In favor of the Warriors with 12:54 to go in the first half. Abdoulaye Fall. Chagas working down low against McFarland. Kicks it out. Will Casey. Too strong. Chagas gets the board, and he's fouled. JB's going to go to the free throw line. And we'll see who they got with that rule. Big night out of Will Casey. 15-10 Indian Hills with 12:25 to go in the first half. Prophet Fields gives it up to Jalen Hooks. Now Inslee Carroll, surprised he didn't shoot that. He's knocked one down just a moment ago. Now he pulls back out. Big money. Amonte Allen Johnson is all up in his business. Now he goes to the hoop, and that's going to be a foul coming on Will Casey, it looks like. Be the first on Will, fifth team foul on Indian Hills. Johnson, Nation, Simmerich, Fall, and Perkins on the floor for Indian Hills. Monte working through some tough defense right there. Perkins to the corner. Caden Nation thought about it. Now he's going to give it to Vlad. Shot clock's at 7. Amonte needs a friend. Finds Abdoulaye. Shot clock at 2. Fall off the glass. No good, but a foul coming. And he'll go to the free throw line. The locals did not like that call, but goes the way of the Warriors. Just the second team foul. Zoe wasn't a fan of that call either over there. 11:36 to go in the half. And that brings us to our media timeout. The country, if I had to guess. Abdoulaye gets one of two. 16-11 Indian Hills. 11:34 to go in the first half. Brady Martin guarded by Quentin Perkins. Now Marquise Lewis, he's looking for a friend, and he finds Inslee Carroll. Warriors, a little jump defense. Carroll through traffic, lobs it up, and Lewis is denied by Caden Nation. And out of there with it is Quentin Perkins. Nice block by Nation. And Perkins' pass somehow made it through traffic to Vlad. And then we have a jump ball coming, and that's going to be Warrior basketball. Blackhawks have lost 4 of their last 5. They are looking to get on track here. And again, they've got some key injuries. Shamara Vance, their leading scorer, is out right now. Simmerich up top to Abdullah. Now to Amonte Allen Johnson. Rattled, wouldn't go. Abdullah. That's going to be a travel, unfortunately. Grabbed the board but couldn't hold his feet when he. 10:53 to go first half. 16-11 Indian Hills. 6 points for Costello. 4 for Will Casey. Marquise Lewis spins. Now he's in traffic. It's knocked loose. It's out of bounds. It's Warrior basketball. I thought that hit the inline, but of course the official standing right there has the much better view of things, and he was right on top of that one. Brandon Clark. So you go to the Go Hills TV app, Jeff Dinwiddie. Go Hills TV. Download that app, or you can go to www.gohillstv.com. You got to click on Browse, and then you can watch the game for free while it's live here. Takeaway for the Blackhawks. Inslee Carroll, guarded by Will Casey now. He'll give it up to Prophet Fields, and his three-pointer is too strong, and Will Casey's got the board. Young man out of Pontoise, France, brings it over the timeline. 16-11 Indian Hills, 10:04 to go in the half. Perkins to Caden Nation. Nation to Vlad. He's no threat out there. Amonte through the legs into the lane. Gives it up to Will Casey. Shot clock's at 10 now. Amonte. No go, and grabbed by Sullivan. 5-point Warrior lead, 16-11, 9:42 to go in the half. And Costello and Dashaga set to check in for the Warriors. And they have Bryce Skurlark running down to check in. Sullivan, guarded by Nation. He pulls up from the free throw line. It's off the mark. It's knocked loose. Perkins has it. Trying to get it up ahead to Vlad. He does. Vlad stops, lets the traffic go by, and then, hey, baby! Simmerich slams it home. Zoe wants the technical. He's going to get a technical, I believe. He wanted the technical for hanging on the rim. He didn't get that one, but unfortunately for him, he got one for himself. And the Warriors will have the 18-11 computer trouble, and we're having that tonight. Nobody's in a good mood every day, right? Sometimes computers are a little cranky, but that app will take you right to the game. And I'll call it a little more like radio, giving you the score more often than I normally would since it's not on your screen. 18-11 Warriors, 9:04 to go. We did not shoot any technicals there. So it must have just been a timeout. I thought he gave Zoe the technical sign, but no. So, okay, so no technicals, but he clearly gave a T sign. So I'm not sure what happened there, but get it out! Swattsville, population Dashagas. I think he knocked that clean out of the gym. You could hear that from up here in the Crow's Nest. 8:45 to go in the half, 18-11 Indian Hills. They dump it down to McFarland. He spins. Nice spin move and beats the shot clock just barely. Good spin and finish by McFarland for the Blackhawks. Perkins, Casey, Nation, Dashagas, and Costello on the floor for Indian Hills with a 5-point lead at 18-13, 8:26 to go in the half. Caden Nation. Front of the rim, no good. Will Casey's tip is no good. He fights for it, can't get it. And here come the Blackhawks, trailing by 5. Isaiah Sullivan guarded by Caden Nation. Casey jumps, makes him pick up the dribble. He gives it to Marquise Lewis. Prophet Fields now with the Texas Ranger. Manning things up top. Tried to get the steal, couldn't get it. From the elbow, short, Dashagas has it. 18-13 Indian Hills, 7:52 to go in the half. Again, we're going to kill the broadcast at the half to try to fix things, so just bear with us. But we do have that link posted that'll take you right to it. Perkins to Casey. Casey. Rattled, wouldn't go. Tip up, no good. Loose ball, and out of there with it are the Blackhawks. Skurlark, number 12, got that board. Marquise Lewis trying to back down Nation. Now he'll kick it out to Sullivan. From about 13, wouldn't go. Caden Nation's got it. 5-point Indian Hills lead still with 7:08 to go in the half. Perkins Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Quentin Perkins. He had 23 the other night. He is a definite scoring threat and a tremendous defender. The Texas Ranger on the board. The Warrior lead is 8, 21-13. Prophet Fields with the jump stop. Shot up and good. Good take for Prophet Fields. 6'4" freshman out of the Bronx, New York. He got 3 against us last time. He averages 5.7. Costello. Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner for Costello. And he's got 9 now. He's feeling it. And the Warrior lead is now. Have won 13 of the last 15 matchups between these two squads. Wilson tuned in with some good words of wisdom. Commandeers tuned in as well. Blackhawk basketball 24-15. Indian Hills in the lead with 6:30 to go in the first half. McFarland guarded by Vlad. Now Hooks gives it to Skurlark. Into McFarland. We double down. Lewis maybe with a push-off makes his way to the hoop and gets the basket on a foul. So Lewis will go to the line to try to make it a three-point play. First foul on Intizami. 6th team foul on the Warriors. 24-17. Indian Hills in the lead. Or 18. Perkins, Intizami, Simmerich, Fall, and Costello on the floor right now for your Warriors. 6-point Indian Hills lead. Crowd here coming to life a bit. Perkins to the corner to Costello. Now to Perkins. Shot clock's at 9. Game clock at 5:48 now. Perkins into the lane, dumps it to Intizami. Jamal kicks it back out. Costello with 1 to shoot, and Abdullah did not get it off. That's a turnover on downs. Shot clock violation. Costello unfortunately didn't have time for that last pass. Needed to crank that one up there and hope. Bellevue University is a proud partner and supporter of Indian Hills Community College. All credits from your Associate of Arts degree will transfer to Bellevue. Big thanks to Norris Asphalt and Dowd Stone. They are a presenting sponsor of all of our wrestling coverage this weekend. Appreciate the crew there. They love their Warriors. They dump it down to McFarland. Working against Vlad. Spins, little baby hook. Stayed on the back of the iron and went in. 24-20 now. 4-point lead for the Warriors. 5:12 to go in the ball game. The Frisco kid, Trenton Walters, sent to check back in. We haven't seen him in a bit. Abdullah. Three-pointer coming. Three-pointer off the mark. Vlad trying to tip it, keep it alive. McFarland chases it down, and the Blackhawks have the basketball. McFarland happened to really pick it up with Makai Grant, their other big guy on the DL at the moment. So he's expected to play a bigger role right now, and he's had a pretty solid game so far tonight. Inslee Carroll needs a friend in a bad way. You only get 5 seconds. That was a long 5 seconds. Marquise Lewis gives it up to Jalen Hooks. Hooks floats it. Wouldn't go. Rattled a bit, but wouldn't stay. And the Warriors want a timeout with 4:24 to go in the first half. And a 4-point lead at 24-20. 6 fouls on us, 2 fouls on them. And we will step aside for a quick breather. You're watching Go Hills TV, powered by Richard Gibb. Let's Go Warriors watching on the app. We welcome in everybody watching on the app tonight. And every night, Warrior basketball on Go Hills TV. We are the official broadcast network of Indian Hills Community College. Walters on the floor. Intizami into the lane. Kicks it back out. Now over to Costello. Too strong, but it's going to come right back into his hands. He goes baseline, and now he's trapped, and jump ball. Possession Southeastern. Will Casey looking to check in. 4-point Indian Hills lead. 4:02 to go in the first half. Glenwood, Let's Go Warriors. Jan Spurgeon tuned in. We're high atop the floor in the Lauren Walker Arena here in Blackhawk Country. Burlington, Iowa. Two cities about an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes apart on Highway 34, all 4 lane. And one of the great rivalries in all of basketball. Marquise Lewis. Skurlark. It's good. It's a 1-point ball game. 24-23. The Warriors in the lead with 3:32 to go. We had a 9-point lead. 8 in a row now by the Blackhawks. Casey to Walters. Abdoulaye Fall for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Blackhawks have a chance to take their first lead of the night. Caden Nation and Dashagas set to check in for the Warriors. Martin for the Blackhawks. Inslee Carroll. Guarded by Trenton Walters. Now Casey jumps. Shot clock's at 8. Sullivan. Front of the rim, no good. Warriors out of there with it. Walters, spin move. Gives it up to Casey. Casey is fouled, and it goes! Will Casey with a strong finish at the hoop. And he's now got 6 points, and he's going to the line. 26-23 Warriors. So feel free to comment in there on the app. Love to hear from you there. It's smooth sailing, we're being told on the app, so that's good. Facebook, and he got it. And he's now got 7 points in the ball game. Closing in on the 10 points. I don't have his rebound numbers, but I've unofficially around 3. So 27-23 Indian Hills, 2:43 to go in the half. Lewis to McFarland. That's got to be a jump ball or something, right? Jump ball, all right. Good play there. And the Warriors will have possession. Inslee Carroll and big money Amante Allen Johnson battling for it. Nation, Allen Johnson, Casey Costello, and Dashagas on the floor for the Indian Hills Warriors. On the road at the Lauren Walker Arena in Burlington, Iowa. Casey with the crossover to the hoop, puts it in. He's got 9. Will Casey coming out meaning business tonight. The Warrior lead is 6. 29-23. 2:06 to go in the first half. Inslee Carroll gives it up to McFarland. Brady Martin, young man from right here in Burlington, Iowa, dumps it down. Dashagas on McFarland. McFarland spins, high off the glass, no good. Big Money's out of there with it. Surveys the floor, gives it up to Dashagas. Hey, baby! A rim rocker for Dashagas. And it's 31-23, so after giving up 8 straight, the Warriors have now scored 7 in a row to push the lead to 8, 31-23. A buck and a half to go in the opening half. Inslee Carroll kicks it to the corner. Marquise Lewis. That one would not go. Rebound to Chagas. Gives it up to Amante Allen Johnson. Big Money. Had the nice feed to Dashagas last time down. Now he kicks it over to Will Casey. Casey into the lane, dumps it to Dashagas. Dashagas wouldn't go. Will Casey with the board. Will Casey is fouled. He'll go to the line. Will Casey playing with some tenacity tonight. 1:09 to go in the half. Casey knocks them both down, and the Warrior lead is now 10, our largest lead of the ball game with a buck 06 to go in the half. 33-23. 6 fouls on the Warriors, 4 on the Blackhawks. Allen Johnson guarding Inslee Carroll. Carroll, the left-hander, gives it up to Marquise Lewis. Now to Prophet Fields. 33-23 Warriors. Brady Martin, he can shoot it. Now he gives it up. Prophet Fields. Rattled, wouldn't go. To Chagas with another board. To Big Money. 43 seconds left in the half. Costello to Amante. Back to Costello. And a 3-second lane violation. Build a fire, roasting some weenies. You can't do that. Anticipate she's going to be in a good mood because she got some wings today. So we think that she'll be pretty happy. And right now, pretty happy with a 10-point Warrior lead here on the road at Burlington with 25 seconds to go in the half. About 4 seconds between the game clock and shot clock. Prophet Fields will stop and go. Now he throws it away. And it's going to be Warrior basketball with 14.4 on the clock. We should be able to hold for the final shot of the half. Now the Blackhawks only have 4 fouls, so if we're fouled, we would not be going to the line. 33-23 Indian Hills. 10 seconds to go in the half. Now 8. Now we start the offense. Alan Johnson about lost his footing, and now he is going to be fouled, and that's not a bad idea for the Blackhawks because we're not shooting free throws. The foul's against Brady Martin. Blackhawks with 5 fouls, so we're still not in the bonus. Comes into the backcourt. Alan Johnson. Amante spins, throws it up. Wouldn't go. Off the rim, but wouldn't go. And that is how we will go to the half. 33-23, Indian Hills in the lead as we go to the half. We're going to kill the broadcast, and hopefully that will solve our computer issues. So hang with us. We'll be back live momentarily. Left in regulation. Blackhawk basketball to start the second half. Fall, Simmerich, Walters, Intizami, and Costello on the floor for the Warriors. The starting 5, a 10-point lead. Sullivan. I'm not sure how that's not a travel. I'm confused. Oh, he tipped. Okay, so the official is telling Coach Dewey that the ball was knocked out of his hands. Okay, all right. Well, now at least we have an explanation. I'm too far away to know whether I would agree with it or not, but it doesn't matter whether I do. The official says he knocked it out. Basket was good. It's an 8-point Warrior lead. 33-25. We're going to have a foul coming here against lead. We come up on the 19-minute mark here in the second half. Martin gives it up to Sullivan. And we have a man down. And that's going to constitute a foul on Costello. That's his first and the first team foul on the Warriors here in the second half. Warriors in a man-to-man. Comes into Inslee Carroll, and he puts it in. 33-27. The Blackhawks have the first 4 points of the second half, and the Warrior lead is at 6. We had the 33-23 lead at the half. Abdoulaye Fall. Yes, sir. Morgan's corner three-pointer for Abdoulaye. And the lead jumps back to 9 in a hurry. That halftime lead of 10 was our largest margin. Martin thought about it, but Walters closed out on him. Now he'll get a chance at it, and off the mark. Unfortunately for him, the pass to him was a little off the mark, and by the time he corralled it, he had to rush the shot. .18:02 to go in the second half of basketball here. 36-27 Indian Hills. Walters trying to dump it down to Vlad, and we'll turn it over. Lewis on the baseline. Now into the lane, trying to create a little space, and he does. Puts it up and in. 36-29 now. Warriors in the lead. Indian Hills had won 10 in a row before the loss to Triton on Wednesday night. Intizami. Yes, sir. That's a two-pointer. He had a toe on the line, but that's a long-range two-pointer for Intizami. And the Warrior lead is at 10. Knocked loose, Intizami. And he is fouled by Inslee Carroll. And that's a good foul by Carroll. It was going to be an easy run. Well, the scoreboard now reads 38-29. So that was just a two-pointer, yeah. So the lead is at 9 now. The officials will try to figure that out. I think they had put up 39, but they might have thought it was a three-pointer. 29. Now they want to chat some more. Abdoulaye gets it into Jamal, and he dumps it back to Walters. Across the way, Costello into the lane, pulls up at the free throw line, off the front of the rim, no good. Crawford Fields kicks it out. Lewis thought about it. 15 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time in the possession for Southeastern. They are without Shamara Vance, their leading scorer, and they are without Makai Grant, one of their big men. Now the shot clock's at 3. Sullivan, and for the third time tonight, they are able to get one off just before the shot clock goes off and drain it. 38-31 now. Warriors in the lead. 16-14 to go. Walters has it knocked loose out of bounds. It'll stay with Indian Hills. ...2003 and 2004. Inside to DeShagas. His shot is derailed. And now he's going to be fouled by, I believe, Lewis. Walters will turn it over. Seven-point Indian Hills lead. Craig Ford's the official automobile dealer of Go Hills TV and the Iowa Media Network. Check him out at gocraig.com. Fields dumps it for Inslee Carroll. Up and under, but it's short. Wouldn't go. He got it back, puts that one up. Wouldn't go, but the tip back is good. No, it's a goaltend. Goaltending call, and they're waving it off. Says, go SCC Blackhawks. Let's make a comeback and get revenge for January 18th. John's a Blackhawk fan. We always enjoy seeing that name come across. It's a great rivalry. Alan Johnson to Will Casey. Casey kicks it back. Amante fakes the pass. High up the glass, no good. Chagas and Lewis fight for it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will be Warrior basketball. Perkins will bring it in. To Will Casey, now to Quentin in the corner. Perkins. Rattled, wouldn't go. And a foul coming. It looks like it's going to go against the Blackhawks. That's going to be on number 32, McFarland. Young man out of the Virgin Islands. That's his first. Fourth team foul on the Blackhawks. Inslee Carroll also from the Virgin Islands, so they got a couple of guys out of that area. Inside to Chagas. Back out to Costello. And that one is knocked loose, but into the hands of Perkins. He spins. Now across the way to Costello. A little flat. Costello racing for it. Couldn't get it. Out of bounds. Warrior basketball. Blackhawk fans didn't like the call. But the shot clock will set to 20 on the reset, and the Warriors will bring it in. Amante, he needs a friend, and he won't find it. Indian Hills by 7, 38-31 on the road here in Burlington, Iowa. Fields almost lost the handle there. Now he goes to the hoop and kicks it out to Inslee Carroll. And that's good. And it's a 4-point ball game. 38-34. Warriors have been unable to really pull away. We had the 10-point lead at the half. But the Blackhawks have been hanging around here. Amonte Allen Johnson, Will Casey, Dashagas, Costello, and Perkins on the floor for the Warriors. Both teams have been all man-to-man tonight. Perkins thought about it, and they're going to say he traveled. Coach Dewey does not agree. You can judge for yourself. Happened too quick for me to know, so either way it's a travel because the official said so. Titus said he thought it was. He had it. All right. Takes a lot for Titus to think that our Warriors could do anything wrong. 4-point lead, 13:56 to go in the second half of action here. Knocked loose by Costello. Inslee Carroll cuts him off, gives it up to Perkins. Good hustle by Inslee Carroll to keep us from getting a layup. Perkins. Yes, sir! Morgan's corner three-pointer for the Texas Ranger. Laying down the law from the corner. And it's 41-34. Carroll to the corner to Martin. They swing it around. Prophet Fields through traffic. Good take by Prophet Fields. Found a crease and got through. And it's 41-36. Will Casey to the hoop. Travel. And Walter's going to check in for Costello. We welcome your comments on Go Hills TV. The reboot seemed to do the trick for us. We appreciate your patience through the first half. Fields has it knocked loose but tracks it down. And that's a kick. Caden Nation's going to check in. Shot clock to 20. Casey will trot off. .48 to go. Lewis. Guarded by Nation. Now into the lane. And a foul coming on Amonte. He thought he had the basketball, but the official thought he had more than the basketball, and that'll be a foul on. Tomorrow, the Men's North Central District Wrestling Championship from Council Bluffs, Iowa. My plan is to go from the Mississippi to the Missouri here in the next 12 to 15 hours or so. McFarland, hounded by Dashagas. Gets it out to Prophet Fields. 5 on the shot clock, loose ball on the floor. Perkins gets it to Nation. Turnover on the Blackhawks. Warriors with a 5-point lead, 41-36. Inside to Dashagas. And the dribble probably wasn't the best move. Warriors will turn it over. We're high atop the floor here in the Crow's Nest at the Lauren Walker Arena. Appreciate the hospitality as always from the folks in Burlington. Dashagas with the swat. Walters with a shimmy shake. Across the way. Quentin Perkins. Yes, sir. Morgan's corner three-pointer for the Texas Ranger. The Warrior lead is 8. And now a foul. And we have a timeout. That is our under 12 media timeout. 11:33 to go. Warriors 44. The Mason Costello fan club. He's got great support. Mason's Grandma Bev, Aunt Kim, and great Aunt Yvonne watching from Arizona. Go Warriors. Welcome in. It's great to be able to bring it to the families. It's truly an honor to be able to broadcast these games for you. We have a blast. And year in and year out, we're going to see a lot of great young athletes and just great young men here. on the basketball floor for the Indian Hills Warriors. Such a great tradition. Knocking that one down is Skurlark, and it's 44-38. It's a 6-point ball game, 11:04 to go. Perkins, the Chagas, got rid of it before he traveled. Backhanded layup up and in by Caden Nation. Good finish there for the young man from Peoria, Illinois. Prophet Fields gives it to Marquise Lewis. Out of Skurlark. I'm hoping that our depth and them being a little bit banged up causes them problems late in the game. That's going to be a goaltend on the Texas Ranger. And it's going to be a 6-point Warrior lead with 10:21 to go. If the Warriors can win tonight, we would clinch the regular season Region 11 championship, giving us home court advantage and the first round bye. So we would only need one win to get to that district championship, and that game would be in Ottumwa at the Hellier Center. We got to finish business tonight, and if we do not, then we would have to get the win against Marshalltown next Saturday. This one a long ways from over. The effort by Southeastern has been tremendous tonight. Again, they're down a couple of key players. 46-40, 9:52 to go. Isaiah Sullivan. Short, Perkins. Out of there with it. Up ahead to Big Money. Big Money spins, kicks it out. Trenton Walters. Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for the Frisco kid. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead. Simmerich runs down to check in. Sullivan to Martin. Shot clock at 7. Prophet Fields. Oh, a blocking foul. That's a tough one to have to take if you're Amade. That's probably a 50-50. Simmerich and Casey will come in for Nation. Actually, no place to really write down much information up here, and none provided on the big board. So I apologize. And no stats were brought up at halftime, so I do apologize for that. But their baseball team usually does their stats, and they are on the road in Mississippi. Knocked down there by number 1, Isaiah Sullivan, young man out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, 6'7" sophomore. Wouldn't go. Vlad tips it and keeps the possession alive. Will Casey step through, leaves it to Vlad, knocked loose, fight for it, and a foul, and it's going to go against the Blackhawks, I think. They're not going to like that, probably. They do have the team fouls on the scoreboard. Comes into Simmerich. Shot clock at 14. Perkins has it knocked loose. And the Blackhawks out of there with it. 7-point Warrior lead. Inslee Carroll lays it up and in. 49-44 now. 8:17 to go. Crowd back into it here in Burlington, Iowa. We can get it to 9. We've had it to 10, but we can't push past the Blackhawks. Sticking around. Will Casey gives it up to Amante. Amante to Perkins. Long three-pointer is off the mark. And the Blackhawks out of there with it. That is Jalen Hook. They can cut into this 5-point lead. 7:47 to go. They have Hook, Carroll, Martin, Sullivan, and Skurlark on the floor. We have Allen Johnson, Perkins, Simmerich, Casey, and Walters. To the corner. Sullivan. He gives it up to Skurlark. Skurlark throws it up. Wouldn't go. Simmerich has got it. And he gives it up to Perkins. So we are able to hold there. 49-44. Walters, 3 in the ball game. Tries to get it through to Casey, and they knock it loose, and it's a turnover on the Warriors. Abdoulaye Fall set to check in. We are closing in on the 7-minute mark. Now we dip under 7. 6:59 to go. 49-44. Russ W. Okert, Titus Lettering, and Stephen Goodwin. And a steal by Perkins, and then a foul called on Brady Martin. It's a good foul on Brady once he lost it. Fields, a 6'4 freshman out of the Bronx, New York. Will Casey to Trenton Walters, and the Warriors with a 5-point lead now have Abdoulaye Fall into the ball game. That's going to be an offensive foul on Vlad. To go. We welcome in your comments. Love to know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and all that fun stuff. To the corner, 3-pointer. Prophet Fields is on the money. And we have a 2-point basketball game. Crowd really getting into it now. Barb Lindenmeyer tuned in. Abdoulaye too high. Greg Larson, go Warriors, McCook, Nebraska. Hills. And with 6:07 to go, things are starting to get a little bit tense in this arena. Simmerich knocks it loose. Vlad's on the move, and he's fouled by Jalen Hooks. And Vlad goes down hard, and he is holding that arm. Oh boy. And a friendly little roll. Vlad gets them both. 4-point lead, 5:53. Skurlark. Guarded by Will Casey. And fouled by Will Casey. That'll be the 6th on the Warriors. Second foul on Will Casey. Both teams now in the bonus. Sullivan. He kicks it out here to Inslee Carroll. Shot clock now at 10. Carroll pulls up from about 17 and drains it. (51-49). Indian Hills with a 2-point lead. 5:14 to go. Perkins into Vlad, and he couldn't quite roll it over the rim. He lost the handle going up and couldn't finish. Big break for the Blackhawks, and it's a 2-point lead. We go under 5. Blackhawks have not led in the ball game, but they could take the lead here. And we have not been tied since the opening tip, since Intizami hit that 3-pointer to give us the lead. Jalen Hooks in the lane, dumps it down to Prophet Fields. He rolls it up and in. We got a tie ball game. 51 apiece, 4:34 to go. The crowd here at the Lauren Walker Arena is fired up. Hayden Nation. Inside to Vlad again. Vlad lays it up and in. Good find by the Frisco kid, and Simmerich able to finish that time. The Warriors have the lead back with 4:12 to go in the ball game. Never easy to play at the Lauren Walker Arena. Again, 2 programs that have 6 national titles between them. Skurlark kicks it out. Inslee Carroll back to Skurlark. 3-pointer coming. 3-pointer short. Got into a little bit of a win there, I think. 3:43 to go. 2-point Warrior lead. We led by 10 at the half. We have 4 timeouts left. They have 4 timeouts left. 7 fouls on the Blackhawks, 6 on the Warriors. Nation to Simmerich to Perkins. Shot clock at 7. Walters. Too short, but he got it back, and he'll bring it out. (53-51). Indian Hills. Trenton calls to set the offense with 9 on the shot clock. Dribbles in, and he is fouled. It's going to go against, I believe, Skurlark. That's his second, 8th team foul. So Walters will go to the free throw line. And I'm sure his dad, Tony, is tuned in. And you know how Tony feels about those free throws. Trenton 77% on the season. It was good to see Tony over at Triton. He's got family in that area. And so we didn't get as much chance to visit probably as we'd hoped. It's his flight. He came in right at game time, like literally right at game time. So got a chance to say hello a little bit. Rattled, wouldn't go. And it's a 2-point Warrior lead. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Safe to say now we are officially entrenched in the ticker tester. Carroll. Swatted by Nation. Shot clock at 10. 2:41 to go. Brady Martin. Wouldn't go. And you know that hometown crowd would love to see that young man come up big. East local kid from Burlington, Iowa. Had a good look. Couldn't get it to go. So the Warriors hold on to the 2-point lead. Exactly 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this one. And Coach Dewey wants a little chat. You're watching Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.
Hey, this is Dr. Mark Altfillish at the Optical Shop, and you're watching Go Hills TV. Go Warriors.
Heinemann Person Heating and Air Conditioning is a full-service sales and installation contractor in Ottumwa, Iowa that serves southeast Iowa. Since 1986, we've offered the highest quality HVAC service at affordable prices. We work with traditional HVAC, forced air, central air, heat pumps, geothermal, and radiant heat. We stand behind our work and have the capacity to provide excellent service. We do repairs on most brands and are the exclusive Amana dealer in the area. We also work with residential and commercial customers to keep their systems working efficiently, saving our clients money in the long run. Call Heinemann Person today, proud to be a 10-year recipient of the Ottumwa Courier Best of Southern Iowa Award.
This is Jason Sturzma at Shotgun Sports for Indian Hills, and you're watching Go Hills TV.
Well, one of the great rivalries in all of basketball, Indian Hills and Southeastern. 53-51 Warriors, 2.5 to go. Possession arrow belongs to the Blackhawks. We have 3 timeouts left. They have 4. 6 fouls on us, 8 on them. So both teams in the bonus. Perkins, Walters, Casey, Allen Johnson, and Nation on the floor. Perkins kicks it across the way. Caden Nation thought about it. Now he goes to the hoop, gives it up to Will. Will puts it up, wouldn't go. Tip back, good. Will Casey. Good effort by the young man out of Pontoise, France. The 6'8 sophomore for the Warriors. I've got him at 12. 55-51, Indian Hills. $1:55 to go. Marquise Lewis needs a friend. Gets it to Brady Martin. Dumps it back down to Lewis. Shot clock at 5. Martin into the lane, spins, throws it up. Got it again. That's 4 times tonight. They've beaten the shot clock by a whisker with a bucket. $1:34 to go. 2-point Warrior lead. This crowd really getting into it now. Indian Hills trying to get back on the winning track after that loss to Triton. Southeastern had dropped 4 in a row, then they beat Illinois Central. This would be a huge win for them. Will Casey turns it over. Trying to squeeze it through. 1:12 to go. 2-point Indian Hills lead. And timeout Southeastern. We got a ticker tester at the Lauren Walker Arena. Why wouldn't we? We normally do. You're watching Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. This is food.
Have you ever wondered how catalytic converters work? Maybe you've wondered how solutions change color. These are both topics that you'll learn in chemistry courses here at Indian Hills. Hi, my name is Harley Davidson, and I'm the chemistry teacher here at the Ottumwa campus. Getting a chemistry transfer degree here at Indian Hills allows you to transfer to a 4-year university with the chemistry skills needed to succeed in a variety of different disciplines, including agricultural disciplines, pharmacy, medicine, dentistry, and so much.
Comes into Prophet Fields. Martin. Bill Casey almost got there. Sullivan pulls up from the free throw line. Didn't go. Loose ball. Walters has it. 52 seconds. And a timeout, Warriors with 50.1 and a 2-point lead. 25 seconds. They've got Lewis, Martin, Sullivan, Carroll, and Fields on the floor. And here we go. 46 seconds now. 2-point lead. Shot clock now at 19. 15 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Walters. Allen Johnson. Shot clock is at 9. Walters. Shot clock at 8. We got to go now. Walters. Trenton, little stutter. And it's knocked free. Now knocked free again. Loose ball. Should be a jump ball. That's going to be, no, a foul on the Warriors. Oh, my. Okay. It's going to go against Abdoulaye Fall, and that's going to put them at the free throw line with a chance to tie this basketball game with 24.9 to go. If your heart's not thumping now, go a little pressure. We have 2 timeouts if we can't get it in. Abdoulaye wants a timeout, and that'll leave us with just one. Let's have the run of the baseline. Comes into Perkins. They didn't pressure the inbound quite as much that time. 20 seconds. Goes to Abdoulaye. 10 seconds. Back to Walters. Now 9 seconds. He's guarded by Fields. Walters to his left. Trenton Walters wraps it around Will Casey. Hey, baby! 4.1 to go, though. 2-point Warrior lead. Inslee Carroll up the floor, steps through, puts it up. What a go! And the Warriors will hold on and win the ball game on the road. Indian Hills. Woo! 57-55. The Warriors will get out of the Lauren Walker Arena with a win. What a ball game as usual for these two teams. We'll go to 22-5 on the season. They will fall to 18-8. We will clinch the regular season Region 11 championship, and the road to the district tournament goes through the Hellier Center.